got times and He's got seasons in His hands. He called forth light out of darkness. He doesn't need a man to be the God He is. That's why He has chosen us and called us His own. Sing, you are God, you are God from beginning to the end. There's no place for argument. You are God, you are God. Oh, you are God. There's no place for argument. There's no place. You are God all by yourself. You've got times and seasons in your hands. You've called forth light out of darkness. You don't need a man to be the God you are. You have chosen to call me your own. Everybody sing, you've got times. You've got times and seasons. You've got times and seasons in your hands. You've called forth light out of darkness. Lord, you don't need a man. You don't need a man to be the God you want. To be the God you have chosen to call me. Oh, you are God. You are God. Oh, there's no place so at all. You are God. You are God. You are God. Oh, from beginning to the end, there's no place for argument. You are God all by yourself. Lamb of God, seated at the right hand of the Father, you are holy, holy, you are holy. Oh, Lamb of God, you're seated at the right hand of the Father, you are holy, holy, you are holy. Sing, you are holy, Lord, you are holy, holy, you are holy. And you sing, He is holy, you are holy, you are holy, holy, you are holy. Oh, Lamb of God, Lamb of God, seated at the right hand of the Father, you are holy, holy, you are holy. Oh, Lamb of God, Lamb of God, seated at the right hand of the Father, you are holy, you are holy, holy, you are holy. Oh, Lamb of God, you're seated at the right hand of the Father, you are holy, holy, you are holy. Afon omodot ito Awa si bom keyo. Everybody sing. Ako emi
The grave is not the end. The grave is not the end, for there is a place with gates of praise, a place with inhabitants glowing with eternal smiles, like the beauty of the sparrows across River Nile. A holy land, a city forged by our God's own hands. The grave is not the end. The grave is not the end, for there is a time to hear his voice, a time to fellowship with him, a time to feel his presence, to embrace him face to face, in a place with stories untold, beauties unfold, with streets of gold. The grave is not the end. The grave is not the end, but there is a time where tears will be wiped from the eyes. A time when every mortal memory will be useless. A time where every wit and charm and beauty and worldly affluence will be worthless. Because none can reciprocate the intensity of beauty and wind and sunlight and music. The grave is not the end. Well, I thought I was ready for that place. Until now, I discovered that there is no purpose for my lungs because I am not breathing. If I were to be alive, I would think I was dreaming because I am dead and my soul is leaving my body, rising to the heavens to find out what lies ahead of me. Rising to the heavens to meet the one true God that gave me my life and all its blessings. Rising to the heaven to give an account of all my earthly transactions. Well, and so I'm at the gate and I can't wait. And as the gate opens, cosmic rays of sunlight flood the entrance. And I see myself stepping in and sojourning on the streets of gold, elated in the euphoria. I can even hear the symphony and the melody emanating from the mansions. Oh, I can hear the 24 elders singing, "Glory, hallelujah to the King." But wait, I have not gotten my crown of glory yet. In a moment, I can feel the influx of presence, and I turned to see who it was. I have not seen him before, but I can recognize who he is. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who blessed me with life and all its blessings. And so I went on my knees and kept worshiping the one true God in the beauty of his holiness. Father, you've been my rock in ages past. You've been my defender. You've been my shield and my buckler. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nissi. I kept worshiping him. But he looked at me in the eyes and he said, do I know you? I said, Lord, what do you mean? Do you know me? It's me. It's me. It's me. I've been in the choir. I've been singing in the choir. I've been in church. I've been giving my tithes and offering. Lord, how do you mean, do I know you? He said, I've checked the book of life and your name is not there. I said, no, Lord, you're mistaken. I wore the best of dresses to church. I was in the team. I swept the church. Lord, I even slept in the church. Lord, what do you mean? Do you know me? He looked at me and said, you have kept the weightier matters of the law, but you've neglected the little foxes that spoil the vine. In your heart, you kept malice and you called it self-respect, jealousy, envy, hatred locked up within your heart. Unforgave offering, nobody knew about it. I said, Lord, I didn't think those things were that heavy. I never committed fornication. I never committed adultery. I was in church. I was timely. I came to church on time. He said, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. And for a brief moment, I felt the darkness. And I woke from my slumber. Lo and behold, it was a dream. Oh, Winyan, Father Lord. And it dawned on me. Let he that thinks he stands take heed, lest he falls. For better is the end of a thing than the beginning. It dawned on me that there are tiny things we pay deaf ears to while we keep the weightier things of the law. Let he that thinks he stands take heed, lest he falls. Thank you.
Yes, someday I will end. Yes, the beautiful flowers we see today will someday end. The trees, the seas, and all the inhabitants of the earth shall vanish someday, and their existence denied. For everything that has life also has death. The animals are prey to humans and themselves, and nature has brought us here. We toil before we eat, stress through pains just to recreate. We suffer just to take care of our species. Yes, we strive so hard just to succeed. But you know what? The journey of 1,000 miles, they say, begins with a step. But even that step will someday end. But you know what? That's not the point. In fact, that's not the question. The question is not the beginning. No, it's not about the middle. It cannot be about the end. The question is, how well are you living this life? Because someday and one day we all shall appear before our Creator to answer the question, how did you live the life before your end? That's the point. And so I ask you, are you doing God's biddings? Are you fulfilling destiny?